This is Minister Paul, a watchman on the wall in Northern California. I need to share a dream here. This dream was so real. You know, there's certain dreams I've had throughout my life. Like one dream I could remember such great detail from it was like when I was in 6th grade. And these type of dreams, they just stick with me and they just repeat over and over again in my mind. And so I had this particular dream last night. I had it twice. So let me just share the dream and get everything out, and then I want to ask you what you think this meant. I mean, it was surreal. So in my dream, I want to try to show you exactly what I saw. In my dream, I'm in a classroom, pretty much like this, except the door over here was on the other side. It would have been over to the left. It would have been on to the left, not the right of the classroom, but could have looked like this, any classroom. There was a mother standing right here. See where the cursor is right here? See where this red chair is and this green, it looks like a cabinet of some sort, maybe a radio on top of it. So there we go. There was a woman standing here, and she was dressed like in a foreign country, kind of like in Muslim attire, I guess I'll say. And she had a boy with her that looked to be about 11. And he was standing next to her on this black thing. It almost looks like a pot stove. I don't know what it is, but see the green thing and the black thing by the door? They're both standing here, but they're far enough away from the door that anybody that was walking up to the door would not be able to see them, because as you can see, there's a wall that protrudes out they could hide behind. There was nothing against the wall. It was just a mom and an 11-year-old boy with black hair. And I'm standing over here where I'm kind of like in the middle of the classroom. And I look up, and I remember telling the mom and the boy this. I said, this is what I said exactly. Oh no, this is exactly like the Iran hostage crisis, where 42 people died. And I looked at both of them, and then I don't think the mom understood what I was saying in English, but the boy, he saw I was real concerned. I don't know if he understood me either, but the look on his face, he just shook his head like, yeah, we're in trouble. But he was so brave. I mean, he just had this brave look on his face, like, I'm going to do what I have to do as an 11-year-old boy to take care of my mom. It was a powerful moment. And then in the window on the other side of the class, I saw these foreign soldiers, and they came up with like AK-47s, military type rifles, and they were wearing all type of, it was a dark green, a really, really dark green military uniform. It had some red in it. They're all gathering here, and this is like a meetup spot at this door with all types of weaponry. And I looked at the boy again, and the mom would just not look at me. She was just looking away in fear. And I told the boy the same exact thing again. I said, oh no, this is exactly like the Iran hostage situation where 42 people died. And again, he got that look, and he looks right at me, 11 years old, and he just nods. Like he was going to do something, or he understood he needed to get to safety, and everybody was waiting on what we're going to do, because the moment they come in, like, bad things are going to happen, and we're in their way. And it was just like what are we going to do? And he was just nodding, just like, I'm going to do whatever I have to do. for his mom. So I went and I looked up some facts. It was 444 days. I don't know how many people died. I don't know why I said him exactly 42 twice. 42 and 42. I remember I was in the process of getting out of the Navy when this was occurring, and it was really big news. And Ronald Reagan had just become president. 42. So now immediately what I think of is months of tribulation. You know what I mean? 2 sets of 42 months of tribulation and war. But I also think it's some type of warning for schools. I just can't figure this one out. So I'm just sharing the information, and we can all pray on this. That's all I can say. I've looked up news coming out of Iran, and the latest news this morning still remains this. There's news coming out of Iran that Gibraltar defies U.S. and releases seized Iranian tanker. So the area of Gibraltar, where the Strait of Gibraltar is, which I've had a couple prophecies on, and I don't know if this is related or not. The U.S. wanted to seize this Iranian tanker, and they've just released it. So, and then the news coming out of Israel is more political in nature. I'm just trying to give you all the information I have about Bibi ordering these two that they won't be able. The only two. I'm just going to tell you up front. I'm not a fan of either one of these women. That's neither here nor there. But they're the only two Muslim women in Congress, as I understand it. And Bibi's told them that they're not going to be allowed to enter into Israel. And see what side you may fall on that. You know, do you have an opinion on that? I've been really tired lately. I've made a lot of mistakes and saying dumb things on YouTube and probably offended a lot of people. And I want you to know I appreciate the subscribers. I appreciate the support and the prayers. I've never thought of myself as a bad person, but man, I'm telling you that the enemy is on a rampage. I feel like I'm just being torn and tossed about, you know, and I just can't go into all the details, but it's a spiritual battle. And so we have to treat it as such. But I did have to share this dream. There was another dream. I'm just not sure what to make of it yet. But it involved beautiful heaven. I'll just tell you real quickly. I was with these 4 other guys and this law enforcement, a cop. And someone had just gotten beheaded. And I went out and I said it was such horrible news. I'm going to go out and I was going to look out off this hilltop and just take in some view. And all of a sudden my dream was in high definition. I go, oh man, my dream is in high definition. What's going on? It was like, what I saw was so beautiful I can only explain it as heaven. And I'm wondering if that's relating to this 42. I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate you listening and liking and sharing this and giving your opinion. I just can't really get into the comments too much right now. It's just all too much. We all have our moments, so this kind of is mine again. So I just take it easy for a couple of days, and the Lord gives me anything, I will, as always, share it. God bless you.